What is up, people of the internet? Welcome. I am your host, Probably Sheep 2012, and thanks for tuning into this new episode of Probably Topical, the morning edition. In the background, I got some Battlefield 3 gameplay. Go pick it up wherever, whether you play console or whatever. For PC, unfortunately, it's only available on Origin, which I don't understand why. It's kind of less convenient, I guess, having two vendors like Steam, Origin, and whatever else, like the stupid GameStop app, but we don't talk about that here. So anyway, the PS Vita. You may love it, you may hate it. Personally, I find it a very enjoyable console. It surprised me a lot of the games that were able to be played on it, and how close they were to almost matching a console in terms of, well, things like performance and what the game offered. Like, even though my second game I think I got for it was Assassin's Creed Liberation, or Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, and it honestly, it blew my mind how good the picture was for what it was. I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty amazing. Looking back on it, playing some games on PC and then looking back on it, it still kind of holds up, I guess, but it's kind of unfair still putting a PC like mine to a PS Vita like this. Anyway, so if you haven't been living under a metaphorical rock for the past week or so, you probably would have heard that the PlayStation Vita is unfortunately losing some apps. Well, like, you may be saying, well, it's a big deal. It's just a couple apps. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna miss them. Primarily the YouTube app. Even though one could argue, and this is a valid argument still, YouTube is available on the browser. Why don't you just use that? Well, what if I don't want to use that? Ever thought of that? No, I bet you haven't. So, it just kind of saddens me that YouTube has to go, and it makes me curious. Why does it have to go? I mean, if anyone knows or has any ideas, put it in the comments. Another app that I have mixed feelings about leaving because it was kind of funny at first, I'll tell you why in a minute, was Google Maps. Now, when I first got my PS Vita for Christmas a couple years ago, yeah, I'm a Christmas noob, get on my level. I was looking through it, and my dad, so I leave it on the table too. I think he got like a glass of water or something. I leave it on the table. All of a sudden, I come back and my dad's on it, scrolling through Google Maps. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "This is a," I don't even remember what he said, but he's not very tech savvy. So just don't tell him that, because I don't want to get grounded or whatever. Anyway, that's besides the point. It was kind of funny just watching him like play with it, looking at different things. It was kind of like a stalker in the making. Makes me proud. They grew up so fast. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious as to why these things are going. I mean, maybe if it's a contract or something that was signed and is now dead or expired, why it happened this way, I guess. I mean, honestly, I use my PS Vita kind of a lot. Surprisingly, I used to use it a ton for YouTube. I don't know why I don't anymore, but it just kind of saddens me that soon people won't be able to like actually use a lot or use it 100%. Another thing that is being disabled are some near apps. I mean, I've only used it once or twice, so I have a very small idea of what it really is. It's like it detects, I think, like it detects different PS Vitas or something that are nearby and crap. Me living out in the middle of nowhere, I don't have any nearby. Sad. Pity me. So, yeah, it just kind of makes me wonder why all this is happening to the PS Vita. It could be sales. Maybe. I mean, I remember hearing somewhere, I don't remember where, that there was considered either a commercial failure or something like that, because it didn't sell too well at all. Even though it's kind of a shame that, this I prefer way more over 3DS. Not just because there's, what do you call it? I can't even talk today. Not because there's just, it honestly, it doesn't have a clamshell design, which I honestly hated about the DS. Because I literally have my DS broken in two. I can pull it apart and put it back together. Like, so broken it is. That's just the only thing. I mean, you could say, oh, go out and buy a 2DS. Well, no, I don't want one. I have my PS Vita. Why would I waste money on that? I mean, not waste money. Why would I spend money on that? Don't want to offend anybody who has one. I don't know. I guess honestly prefer over the DS or 3DS, because even though I may sound like a hypocrite for saying this, but graphics aren't everything. It's something I've said for the longest time, because I have people who say, "Oh, the graphics are awesome," and I show them a game that I think is cool, like take A Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past for the SNES. I think that game looks amazing. I love it. But other people who have only experienced gaming on either the PlayStation 2 to the Xbox 360, or maybe even just the Xbox 360, say that they suck and they're never going to play the game. It's kind of a shame. But I don't want to sound like a hypocrite for saying that, because I prefer the PS Vita over the, over the 3DS for just not just graphics, but a lot of the games I like on it, like Borderlands 2. That Cricket and I actually played a lot of, or like we just had a lot of fun doing it, and that's something that I don't really think could be possible with the 2DS. I mean, with the 3DS and 2DS really, because no one I know or talk to has one. So yeah, it's either I'm very antisocial or the 3DS really isn't a thing around here. So yeah, Cricket. Go check out Cricket VG. Look him up on YouTube. He does the midnight edition of the show. Go check him out. Don't forget to like, favorite, and comment. Don't forget to like and favorite or whatever his channel. Kind of helps out a lot, because if we get enough subscribers and crap, we'll, be expanding to more and make one huge Probably Topical channel. So, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to both Goldray and I, and thanks for watching.